What I wish I knew at 18 instead of 28? That Young Elder News 9 would be my go-to for all things news and more. Broadcasting live worldwide, we've got over 3 million listeners tuned in every day. From world news to stock markets, government topics to the quirkiest stories, we cover it all on Young Elder TV. And remember folks, you heard it here first. Our friendly team brings you the latest scoops with a dash of that good old Southern charm. Whether you're curious about the latest political twists or need the lowdown on the economy, we're your go-to source. We make sure you're always in the know, in the most engaging and entertaining way possible. So buckle up, y'all. It's time to dive into the world of Young Elder News 9, where the news is always fresh, fun, and downright fascinating. Stay tuned, spread the word, and remember, you heard it here first. Young Elder News 9, the hottest show in the game.
The Edge at Lowry Apartments in Aurora, Colorado, became the focus of national attention in the summer of 2024. This once quiet and relatively unknown apartment complex suddenly found itself in the eye of a social media storm. Videos began circulating online depicting unsanitary conditions and disruptive behavior at the complex. Overflowing trash bins, messy hallways, and scenes of chaos painted a grim picture of life at the Edge. The videos, shared widely on platforms like TikTok and X, formerly known as Twitter, quickly went viral. Within hours, they had garnered millions of views, shares, and comments, amplifying the sense of urgency and concern. These images, shocking in their depiction of trash-filled hallways and crowded balconies, sparked immediate concern. People from all over the country were appalled by the conditions, and many questioned how such a situation could have developed unnoticed. The videos also fueled existing anxieties about safety and security in the community. Residents, already on edge, found their fears magnified by the sudden influx of attention and the potential for misinterpretation. Residents of the Edge, a complex known for its diverse population and affordable housing options, were suddenly thrust into the spotlight. Many felt unfairly judged and stigmatized by the viral content, which did not tell the whole story of their community. As the videos gained traction, so did rumors about the source of the problems. Speculation ran rampant, with theories ranging from poor management to more sinister causes. Speculation about gang activity, particularly involving a Venezuelan gang known as Tren de Aragua, began to surface. This added a layer of fear and uncertainty, as residents worried about the potential for violence and crime. Fear and uncertainty gripped the community. Meetings were held, and residents voiced their concerns, hoping for answers and solutions to the growing crisis. The situation underscored the power of social media to shape narratives, often with incomplete or inaccurate information. The rapid spread of the videos highlighted how quickly misinformation can take hold and influence public perception. The need for a clear understanding of the situation at the Edge became paramount. Community leaders and investigative journalists worked tirelessly to uncover the truth and provide a balanced perspective. The safety and well-being of residents, particularly those from the Venezuelan community, were increasingly at risk. Outreach programs and support networks were mobilized to assist those affected by the turmoil. The situation at the Edge at Lowry Apartments is a stark reminder of the challenges faced by many communities across the United States. Issues of affordable housing, community safety, and social media's impact are not unique to Aurora. It highlights the urgent need for safe, affordable housing, as well as the importance of responsible social media engagement. The events at the Edge serve as a call to action for better management and more thoughtful online behavior. As the nation grappled with the images coming from Aurora, the residents of the Edge found themselves at the center of a complex and rapidly evolving story. Their experiences underscore the broader societal issues that need to be addressed to prevent similar situations in the future. The name Tren de Aragua began appearing in online discussions about the Edge shortly after the initial videos surfaced. This Venezuelan gang, known for its brutal tactics and involvement in criminal activities, became intertwined with the narrative surrounding the apartment complex. The rumors, fueled by social media posts and often lacking any verifiable evidence, quickly spread throughout the community and beyond. For some, the mention of Tren de Aragua confirmed their worst fears about the situation at the edge. However, residents of the complex, many of whom were themselves Venezuelan, were quick to challenge these claims. They argued that the focus on a Venezuelan gang was misdirected and fueled by prejudice. Many pointed out that the problems at the edge, while serious, were indicative of broader issues with management and a lack of resources. They expressed frustration that their community was being unfairly stigmatized. These residents emphasized the diversity of their community and the importance of separating fact from fiction. The rumors about Tren de Aragua's involvement at the edge had a significant impact on the community. They created an atmosphere of fear and suspicion, particularly for Venezuelan residents who felt unfairly targeted. The situation highlighted the dangers of misinformation and the need for responsible reporting. The truth about the situation at the edge, as residents asserted, was far more nuanced than the viral videos and online rumors suggested. In the wake of the viral videos and the ensuing speculation, residents of the edge at Lowry Apartments decided to take a stand. The community, feeling the weight of the rumors and the negative attention, knew that they had to come together to address the issues head-on. They were determined to show the world the truth about their living conditions and to dispel the myths that had taken root. They organized a press conference, inviting local media and city officials to hear their concerns directly. This was not just a spontaneous gathering. It was a well-thought-out event aimed at ensuring their voices were heard by those who had the power to make a difference. The residents meticulously planned every detail, from the speakers to the topics that needed to be addressed. The press conference provided a platform for residents to share their experiences, challenge the misinformation circulating online, and demand action from those in power. It was a chance for them to tell their side of the story, to highlight the real issues they were facing, and to call for accountability from the apartment management and local authorities. It was a powerful display of community solidarity and a testament to the residents' resilience in the face of adversity. The unity among the residents was palpable, and their collective strength was on full display. They stood together, hand in hand, showing that they would not be divided by fear or misinformation. During the press conference, residents spoke about the very real challenges they faced at the edge. They described overflowing trash, pest infestations, and a general lack of maintenance in the buildings and common areas. These were not just minor inconveniences. They were serious issues that affected their daily lives and well-being. The images of overflowing trash bins, pest infestations, and neglected common areas painted a stark picture of the neglect that the residents had been enduring. It was clear that the management had failed to provide even the most basic level of care and maintenance. They also expressed concerns about security and the response times of management to their complaints. Many residents shared stories of feeling unsafe in their own homes, with slow or inadequate responses from management when issues were reported. This lack of security and responsiveness only added to their frustration and sense of neglect. However, they vehemently denied the presence of any organized gang activity, particularly involving Tren de Aragua. The residents were adamant that these rumors were baseless and only served to further stigmatize their community. They wanted to set the record straight and ensure that the truth was known. They implored the media and the public to stop spreading unfounded rumors that were causing unnecessary fear and division within their community. The residents emphasized the importance of responsible reporting and the need to focus on the real issues at hand, rather than sensationalized stories. The residents' testimonies were raw, honest, and at times heart-wrenching. They spoke from the heart, sharing personal stories of struggle and resilience. Their words were a powerful reminder of the human impact of the issues they were facing. They painted a picture of a community grappling with difficult living conditions, but also a community determined to support one another and reclaim their narrative. Despite the challenges, there was a strong sense of hope and determination among the residents. Their voices, often overlooked in the rush to sensationalize the story, provided a much-needed dose of truth and perspective. The residents' testimonies highlighted the importance of listening to those directly affected by the issues and taking their concerns seriously. The press conference marked a turning point in the saga of the Edge at Lowry Apartments, shifting the focus from sensationalized rumors to the lived experiences of the people who called the complex home. It was a moment of empowerment for the residents, as they took control of their narrative and demanded the respect and attention they deserved. The viral videos and the subsequent outcry from residents of the Edge at Lowry Apartments did not go unnoticed by city officials and law enforcement in Aurora. The footage, which quickly spread across social media platforms, showcased the dire conditions and the palpable fear among the residents, prompting an immediate response from the authorities. Recognizing the seriousness of the situation, the Aurora Police Department increased patrols in the area to address immediate safety concerns and deter potential criminal activity. This heightened police presence aimed to reassure the residents and restore a sense of security within the community, which had been severely shaken by the recent events. City officials, including the mayor and city council members, visited the Edge to meet with residents and assess the conditions firsthand. These visits were not just for show. They were a critical part of understanding the depth of the crisis and the immediate needs of the community. The officials listened to the residents' concerns, took notes, and promised to take swift action. The city acknowledged the need for a swift and comprehensive response to the crisis. During an emergency city council meeting, officials discussed various strategies to address the immediate and long-term needs of the residents. The discussions were intense and focused, reflecting the urgency of the situation. In a public statement, the mayor of Aurora expressed concern for the residents of the Edge and pledged the city's support in addressing the issues. She emphasized the city's commitment to ensuring that all residents live in safe and habitable conditions and outlined the steps that would be taken to achieve this goal. She acknowledged the failure of the property management company to maintain safe and habitable living conditions and vowed to hold them accountable. The mayor's strong words were a clear message to the property management company that negligence would not be tolerated and that the city would take all necessary actions to protect its residents. The city also announced plans to work with community partners to provide resources and support to residents. This collaborative approach aimed to leverage the strengths and resources of various organizations to address the multifaceted needs of the community. This included connecting residents with social services, legal aid, and housing assistance programs. Social workers and community aid workers were deployed to assist residents in navigating these services, ensuring that they received the help they needed in a timely manner. The Aurora Police Department, in collaboration with the city, launched an investigation into the allegations of criminal activity at the Edge, including the rumors surrounding Tren de Aragua. This investigation was crucial in addressing the root causes of the fear and insecurity that had gripped the community. The response from Aurora's city officials and law enforcement demonstrated a commitment to addressing the crisis at the Edge. Their coordinated efforts highlighted the importance of a unified approach in tackling such complex issues. It also highlighted the complex web of issues at play, including housing affordability, property management accountability, and the spread of misinformation. Public forums and community meetings were organized to address these issues, providing a platform for residents to voice their concerns and for officials to clarify policies and actions. The situation called for a multifaceted approach, one that involved not just immediate action, but also long-term solutions to prevent similar situations from arising in the future. City officials outlined plans for future policies aimed at improving housing conditions, increasing accountability for property management companies, and ensuring that residents have access to accurate information and resources. The Aurora apartment complex, a sprawling residential community on the outskirts of Denver, has recently found itself at the heart of a troubling controversy. Rumors have been swirling, whispers escalating into pronouncements, about an alleged takeover by Venezuelan gangs. The narrative, as it often does in the echo chamber of fear and speculation, rapidly gained traction, painting a picture of a community held hostage by lawlessness. These rumors, however, lack a crucial element: evidence. The stories, largely fueled by social media posts and unsubstantiated claims, have taken on a life of their own, detached from the reality on the ground. The impact of this misinformation has been significant, casting a long shadow over the apartment complex and its residents. The very mention of the Aurora apartment complex now evokes unease, a sense of trepidation fueled by the unsubstantiated narrative. This climate of fear and suspicion has had a tangible impact on the community, eroding trust and fostering an environment of anxiety. The truth, as is often the case, is far more nuanced than the sensationalized stories circulating online. Amidst the swirling rumors and speculative pronouncements, a different story is unfolding within the walls of the Aurora apartment complex. The voices of Aurora apartment complex residents have emerged, cutting through the noise and offering a starkly different perspective. These voices are not just whispers in the wind, they are a powerful testament to the strength and unity of this community. These individuals, the very heart of the community, have stepped forward to challenge the prevailing narrative, refusing to be defined by external misconceptions. They assert that the reality within their homes is far removed from the sensationalized tales being spun by those who do not live here. "This is not a gang haven," states Maria Sanchez, a single mother of two who has called the Aurora apartment complex home for the past 5 years. "This is our community," she continues, her voice filled with pride and conviction. "A place where we raise our families, support our neighbors, and strive for a better life." Her words resonate deeply, painting a picture of a community that is vibrant, supportive, and full of hope. Her words, spoken with a mixture of frustration and determination, encapsulate the sentiment shared by many residents who feel misrepresented. Oscar Rojas, a young professional who moved into the complex seeking affordable housing, echoes Maria's sentiments with equal fervor. "The stories circulating online are simply not true," he asserts, his voice steady and unwavering. "Yes, we have our challenges like any other community," he admits, acknowledging the complexities of their situation. "But to paint us all with the same brush of gang activity is not only inaccurate, but deeply unfair," he adds, his words striking a chord with many. Their voices, along with a chorus of others from within the complex, paint a picture of resilience, of a community that refuses to be overshadowed by negativity. This is a community determined to reclaim its narrative from the clutches of fear-mongering and misinformation, standing united against the tide of falsehoods. The residents of Aurora apartment complex are not passive bystanders in this saga. They are active participants, raising their voices to ensure their truth is heard. Their collective efforts are a testament to the power of community, showing that when people come together, they can overcome any challenge and rewrite their own story. In the face of mounting public concern and the rapid spread of misinformation, authorities have stepped forward to address the situation at Aurora apartment complex. The rapid dissemination of false information has created a climate of fear and uncertainty among the residents. To combat this, the Aurora Police Department and city officials have taken proactive measures to clarify the facts and dispel the myths. The Aurora Police Department, in a statement released to the press, categorically refuted the claims of a Venezuelan gang takeover. This misinformation has been circulating widely, causing unnecessary panic and distress among the community members. Our investigations have found no evidence to support the allegations of organized gang activity at the Aurora apartment complex, stated Interim Chief Heather Morris. She emphasized that the police department is committed to thorough and transparent investigations to ensure the community's trust. While we acknowledge the concerns raised by some members of the public, it is crucial to rely on verified information and avoid spreading unsubstantiated rumors. The spread of false information can have serious consequences, including unnecessary fear and division within the community. Mayor Mike Kaufman echoed the police department's stance, emphasizing the city's commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of all its residents. He reassured the public that the city is taking all necessary steps to address their concerns and maintain public safety. "We are aware of the social media posts and the anxiety they have caused," he stated during a recent press conference. "Social media can be a powerful tool for communication, but it can also be a source of misinformation if not used responsibly. However, I want to assure the residents of Aurora apartment complex that their safety is our top priority. We are working closely with law enforcement and community leaders to address any issues and ensure a safe living environment for everyone. These statements from city officials, grounded in factual evidence and a commitment to transparency, serve as a crucial counterpoint to the speculative narratives circulating online. It is important for residents to seek information from reliable sources and not be swayed by unverified claims. Their message is clear. The situation at Aurora apartment complex is not one of lawlessness, but rather a community grappling with challenges that are far more nuanced and multifaceted than the rumors suggest. By working together and staying informed, the community can overcome these challenges and build a stronger, more resilient neighborhood. Section 4. A community in distress, the real issues at Aurora apartment complex. While the specter of gang violence has dominated the narrative surrounding Aurora apartment complex, the reality on the ground reveals a community grappling with a different set of challenges. These challenges are not just about safety from crime, but about the very essence of daily living. Residents, instead of living in fear of organized crime, are contending with issues far more commonplace yet equally pressing. Issues that affect their health, well-being, and overall quality of life. Deteriorating living conditions and a lack of adequate resources are at the forefront of their concerns. Complaints about mold infestations, leaky roofs, and inadequate heating have been rampant, making it difficult for residents to maintain a basic standard of living. These issues paint a picture of neglect and substandard living conditions that have persisted for far too long. Residents like Yusmelis Carrillo, a young mother struggling to provide a safe and healthy environment for her children, are emblematic of the broader community's struggles. Highlighting these concerns with palpable frustration, Yusmelis and others like her are desperate for change. "We need help," she pleads, her voice filled with urgency and despair, gesturing towards the peeling paint and water-stained ceilings of her apartment. These are not just minor inconveniences. They are daily reminders of the neglect they face. "Our voices have been drowned out by these gang rumors," she continues. "But the real issues here are the conditions we are forced to live in." This sentiment is echoed by many in the community. These concerns, voiced by numerous residents, shed light on a different kind of crisis unfolding at Aurora apartment complex, a crisis of neglect, of inadequate resources, and of a system struggling to meet the basic needs of its residents. The lack of response from authorities has only exacerbated the situation. The focus, they argue, should not be on sensationalized tales of gang violence, which, while serious, do not represent the daily struggles of the majority of residents. Instead, attention should be directed towards addressing the very real and pressing issues impacting their daily lives. Issues like proper maintenance, timely repairs, and adequate resources are what the community desperately needs. By refocusing on these fundamental needs, the community believes they can begin to rebuild and improve their living conditions, ensuring a safer and healthier environment for all residents. Section 5. The power of misinformation, social media's role in perpetuating fear. The rapid escalation of rumors surrounding Aurora apartment complex lays bare the potent influence of social media in shaping public perception. What began as whispers and speculation quickly morphed into a full-blown narrative, fueled by unverified social media posts and a lack of accountability in the digital realm. One particular TikTok video, viewed over 1 million times, purported to show a group of individuals clad in gang paraphernalia patrolling the complex grounds. The video, later revealed to be filmed in a different location altogether, nonetheless fueled the flames of fear, contributing to the misconception of a community overrun by criminal elements. This incident underscores the dangerous ease with which misinformation can spread online, bypassing traditional fact-checking mechanisms and taking root in the fertile ground of fear and prejudice. Social media, while a powerful tool for communication and connection, can also be a double-edged sword, amplifying unfounded claims and contributing to real-world harm. The situation at Aurora apartment complex serves as a stark reminder of the need for critical thinking, media literacy, and responsible online engagement in the digital age.